I wake up in the dormitory at Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, and the first thing that hits me is the smell of cold mold mixed with yesterday's boiled cabbage that has been sitting in the shared kettle since last century. The wallpaper peels like sunburned skin, each curl a tiny scroll that says "We do not care about you." I touch it and my finger comes away grey, as if the building itself is slowly dying and wants to take me with it. This is bad because a room is supposed to be a womb, a soft place where your mind can grow, but here the walls exhale spores that make my thoughts wheeze. I am already lonely, and now I am also biologically abandoned. I open the window for air, but the pane sticks, the wood swollen from rain that snuck in through cracks the caretaker never seals. When it finally jerks up, it screeches like a violin string tightened until it snaps, and the sound is so sharp it cuts the silence of the corridor where no one ever laughs. Outside, the parking lot is a chessboard of despair. Car RZ665FR has parked sideways across 5 spaces, its bumper kissing the shins of 5 other cars that now cannot leave. The owner is nowhere, probably inside the main hall demanding a 3rd exam term because daddy owns a law firm. This is bad because fairness is the smallest doll inside the nesting set of civilization, and here she has been taken out back and shot. I feel the injustice travel up my spine like cold mercury. My heart beats in Morse code that spells "why even try." I descend the staircase and each step sags in the middle, cupping my foot like a handshake that lasts too long. The banister wobbles, the screw holes have been stripped by generations of students who clutched it while crying over grades that were changed without warning. Halfway down, I meet a girl from Moscow who is clutching a box of chocolates wrapped in crumpled gold foil. Her eyes are red because yesterday a professor told her maybe if you bring something sweet I will let you pass, and she understood that candy is the new currency here, sweeter than knowledge. She whispers I do not even like chocolate, and I watch her hand tremble as if the box is radioactive. This is bad because education is meant to be the great elevator, but here it has become a vending machine that only accepts bribes and souls. At the ground floor, the reception desk is empty. The phone on the counter rings and rings, the trill stretching like taffy until it becomes a scream. A paper sign says Bosu hours 10 to 14, but it is already noon and the chair is still warm from someone who left quickly enough to knock it spinning. I pick up the receiver and hear only the wet click of abandonment. This is bad because when you cannot even ask a question, your future becomes a locked diary and you are the child who has lost the key. My scholarship forms sit inside my folder like unloved origami. Without a stamp from this ghost clerk, they will stay paper cranes that never fly. I walk to the College of Humanities because my colloquium in cultural studies was supposedly returned 2 months ago. The corridor smells of photocopy toner and existential dread. The notice board is a cemetery of outdated flyers, cancelled office hours, make-up exams that were themselves cancelled, a meme printed in black and white that says "just vibe" as if irony can feed you. I find my professor's door ajar, but inside sits only a swivel chair facing the window, its leather cracked like droughted earth. On the desk lies my exam still unopened, the staple rusting a little orange halo that says "time died here." This is bad because feedback is the mirror in which students see their reflection, and here the mirror has been draped with a black cloth. I stand in the doorway and feel myself evaporate. I trudge to the dean's office to beg for mercy, my sneakers sticking to the linoleum that exudes a faint gluey sigh with every step. The secretary, a woman whose lipstick has migrated into the creases around her mouth, tells
me we cannot copy your diploma. The machine is broken since 2019. Perhaps you could travel 3 hours to the branch campus, or maybe just lower your expectations. She says it with the same tone one uses to tell a child that Santa perished in a sleigh accident. This is bad because bureaucracy is the cartilage of society. When it rots, the bones grind direct.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we stroll through the bustling streets adjacent to Uniwersytet Rzeszowski in the heart of Rzeszów, one can't help but ponder the tapestry of commercial experiences that await the unsuspecting traveller. Today, we embark on a journey through the lens of local businesses, a journey that will unveil the veiled truths behind the glossy facades. In this quaint corner of Rzeszów, where academic pursuits meet the rhythm of city life, the business landscape is as varied as the students' faces that populate its avenues. Yet beneath the surface of this vibrant ecosystem lies a pattern of discontent, a murmur of dissatisfaction that echoes through the corridors of commerce. Let us first dip our toes into the tranquil waters of Bailey Spa Arzesso, a place where relaxation is promised, but not always delivered. Here, the serene ambience is occasionally disrupted by the discordant symphony of unkept promises. Imagine, if you will, arriving for a well-deserved pampering session, only to find that the equipment essential for your pre-booked treatment is, regrettably, out of order. It's akin to preparing for a feast, only to find the kitchen bare. The spa's peaceful zen is further disturbed by reviews that whisper tales of confirmations neglected and services offered in vain. One cannot help but feel a sense of empathy for the weary souls who seek solace here, only to be met with the cold chill of disappointment. As we turn our gaze to the world of retail, the story of Yaya unfolds, a narrative that might as well be a cautionary tale for the modern consumer. The allure of online shopping, with its promise of convenience and variety, is quickly overshadowed by the spectre of misleading quality and the Sisyphean task of returns. Picture yourself adorning a beautiful garment, only to realize it's a sartorial mirage, a far cry from the image that once captivated your heart. The colors bleed into each other like a watercolor painting left in the rain, and the fabric, oh, the fabric, it whispers secrets of faraway lands, where quality is an afterthought and customer satisfaction is a distant dream. And should you dare to seek redress, you find yourself ensnared in a labyrinthine return process that leads, not to satisfaction, but to a minotaur demanding tribute in the form of exorbitant shipping fees. The human touch, or lack thereof, in customer service interactions leaves much to be desired. Envision a symphony of discontent, where the melodies of professionalism are drowned out by the cacophony of indifference. It's as if the art of conversation has been lost, replaced by a reed by those who have forgotten the essence of human connection. As we tally the tales of woe, a pattern emerges, a tapestry woven with threads of unmet expectations and the frayed edges of customer dissatisfaction. The businesses near Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, while varying in their offerings, seem to share a collective shrug in the face of feedback, a nonchalance that leaves one yearning for the warmth of genuine care. What then is a traveller to do amidst these revelations? One must tread with caution, eyes wide open to the realities that lurk beneath the veneer of vibrant commerce. Seek out the gems that sparkle amidst the rough, the establishments that stand as beacons of excellence in a sea of mediocrity. Embrace the wisdom of fellow wanderers, whose experiences serve as maps to navigate the terrain of consumerism. In conclusion, while the area around Uniwersytet Rzeszowski may be teeming with options for the intrepid explorer, it is also a landscape dotted with the pitfalls of businesses that may not always align with the expectations of those who pass through their doors. As travelers, we must arm ourselves with knowledge, for it is the shield that guards us against the slings and arrows of outrageous commerce. Remember, dear friends, that in the theatre of trade, not all that glitters is gold.
But fear not, for within every challenge lies an opportunity. The opportunity to discover the rare shops and services that truly understand the art of customer delight. So, venture forth with a discerning eye and a
Businesses near Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, RZW, they can be tricky especially for tourists who just come for 2 weeks and think everything is fine. I look into these things, and it makes me sad because people just want to enjoy their time, but some people they take advantage. So shops near Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, RZW, some of them, they have this thing where the price on the shelf is not the price they charge you. You pick something, you see it is 10 zloty, but then at the counter, suddenly it is 15. And you are confused, but they act like it is normal. Tourists, especially if they do not speak Polish, they just pay because they do not want trouble. I think the tourist probably left feeling cheated, maybe even cried a little because it is not fair. The shop, they keep doing it because no one stops them. Then there are the taxi scams. Not all, but some drivers near Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, RZW, they see a tourist and the meter suddenly goes very fast. Or they say the route is longer than it is. You think you pay 20 zloty, but then it is 50. The tourist, they pay because they are scared or they do not know better. And the driver, he just laughs and does it again to the next person. And the worst one, the fake money exchange. Some places near Uniwersytet Rzeszowski, RZW, they give you less than they promise. You give €100